From downtown to the counties, time now for the Top 7 at 7, where we bring you the 7 stories making the biggest impact in your communities tonight.
I'm Maria Morales, and I'm in the busiest spot of downtown Towson, right here at the Towson Circle. It's a spot that people just zoom by, but they often overlook a piece of our war history that's been here for a century. Except this weekend, when someone removed the wreaths that were hanging here on the Wayside Cross. The wreaths were placed here on Veterans Day by local veterans groups. American Legion Post 22 in Towson erected the Wayside Cross here in 1921. 3 plaques bear the names of more than 200 soldiers from Baltimore County who died in the First World War. This is the first time they know of that the monument has been vandalized.
We as veterans have gone out to serve the country to make sure that the freedom of the United States citizens still exists today. If we display something here, don't destroy it. Treat it as if it's yours, because it is.
At Towson, Maria Morales, WMAR-2 News.
I'm Sayara Williams, your Voice for Veterans reporter, and as we prepare for the Thanksgiving holiday, American Legion Post 148 says hunger is not just a one-day issue, and neither is helping the community. American Legion Post 148 in Essex, Baltimore County is preparing to feed hundreds this Thanksgiving, but leaders say their mission to help the community never stops. Volunteers will cook more than 45 turkeys along with a full buffet for veterans, families, and anyone who needs a warm meal, including those experiencing homelessness. With rising costs and families struggling, the Post has been helping year-round, delivering food, paying rent for veterans in crisis, and giving people a place to belong.
You don't have to be alone. You know, there's people here that want to celebrate with you. It's not that we're just offering it. We want them here. We want to spend that time with them.
Post 148 expects around 200 people for Thanksgiving dinner this year. The meal starts at 2 p.m. And the Post says everyone is welcome. In Baltimore County, Sayara Williams, WMAR-2 News.
I'm Kelly Swoop in West Baltimore. In the spirit of the season, Thanksgiving dinner is coming to the community from the community.
When the trucks rolled into the parking lot at Robert W. Coleman, they were packed with turkeys. The school was among the 12 selected by the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity's effort to help families in need.
Food is so important to our community, and unfortunately, the access to it is very limited. And so collaboration is so key in this current climate. And so the Kappas are here with Child First and Senator Antonio Hayes giving food to the community where they need it the most.
Inside, the students were lending a helping hand, handing out the turkeys.
Thank you.
Many of them will go to their families. We talked with grandmothers who said this couldn't have come at a better time.
It's a great feeling, and it's very helpful, and I love it. So, you know, I'm glad that they're doing this for us to be able to get to feed our family, because I was a little depressed, but now I'm feeling a lot better. I got some help.
This was the 5th year the fraternity sponsored the turkey giveaway, and the need this year has grown. Families in this West Baltimore neighborhood are happy for the food and say they're thankful they'll have one less thing to worry about come Thanksgiving Day. In Baltimore, Kelly Swoop, WMAR-2 News.
I'm Jack Watson in Patterson Park, where an ice rink here is slated to close permanently, the decades-long home of a youth hockey team serving this surrounding community. Baltimore City is citing structural concerns with the Mimi DiPietro Skating Center. Reckin Park says if they succeed with some repairs, they could stay open just for this season. The Baltimore Banners ice hockey team has played here since 2003. The team's coach says they deliberately target youth in the nearby McElderry Park and Elwood Park areas, and says there is guarded optimism but also urgency to lobby local leaders for a new rink.
Our hope is that we can treat it as this iteration of the bubble is done. It'll be torn down. You might miss a season or two, but it's for the greater good of a long-term construction of a new rink, ideally a year-round rink.
Reckin Park says the earliest possible reopening of the rink would be late December or early January. It would be the last season of the ice rink, which served Patterson Park for 4 decades. In Southeast Baltimore, Jack Watson, WMAR-2 News.
The promise of affordability too high a cost for some. I'm Blair Sable at City Hall, where protesters say the mayor's upzoning bill is bad for Baltimore.
One size does not fit all.
The mayor's vision for a more affordable Baltimore at odds with communities across the city. The Housing Options and Opportunity Act, the final installment of a package of zoning bills, has been met with strong criticism.
We ask the council again to vote no.
It would allow single-family homes to be converted to up to 4 units, depending on the size. Protesters like Janet Allen took to City Hall Monday afternoon to have their voices heard.
It's not a good idea. It's not a good prescription for what ails Baltimore. So let's go back to the table, do a study, and find out what's a good prescription for what ails Baltimore.
The bill is scheduled to be discussed at the next committee hearing and could be introduced to council as soon as early next month. At City Hall, Blair Sable, WMAR-2 News.
An otherwise routine traffic stop turns into a police pursuit. I'm Jeff Hager in Bel Air, where the chase ended inside this public storage facility. A police pursuit on Emerton Road after 47-year-old Jermaine Maurice Harris had been pulled over for speeding in his Dodge Ram pickup, but decided to make a break for it when he couldn't produce his driver's license.
We get his name and date of birth, and when Deputy Yinger returns to his car, that's when Mr. Harris decided to make that poor life choice and take off from us.
Harris ended up crashing his truck, tossing a satchel with a stolen handgun out in the process, and having police pull their weapons on him. He's being held in the detention center with no bond. In Bel Air, Jeff Hager, WMAR-2 News.
A woman whose car plunged into the Inner Harbor last Tuesday has died. Her vehicle was underwater in the 700 block of Eastern Avenue between Piers 4 and 5. The 52-year-old was rescued and taken to the hospital in critical condition. She died 3 days later. Police are still investigating how her car ended up in the water.